Hello everyone, welcome to the new lecture on the subject of marketing management special paper 3. As you know, we are discussing first unit advertising 1, and in that now in this lecture we will be starting with the advertising media. As you know, in the past lecture we started with the first part of this first unit, which was fundamentals of advertising. Under that, we talked about what is meant by advertising, functions of advertising, role of advertising, and we also saw various types of advertising. We also discussed about benefits and limitations of advertising. So, as I said, this is the second part of your first unit, and this part is about advertising medias. So as you know, there are various types of advertising media which are available for the advertiser, and accordingly advertiser can choose the suitable media for advertising the products and services. So here in this chart you can see the various types of advertising media. So in that, number one is print advertising. So as mentioned in the chart, print advertising includes newspaper, magazines and brochures. Print media has always been a popular advertising option. Advertising products via newspaper or magazine is a common practice. In addition to this, the print media also offers options like brochures for advertising purpose. Often we see newspapers and magazines sell the advertising space according to the area occupied by the advertisement. The position of the advertisement in the publication, that is, whether it is on the front page, middle page, or on the last page, as well as the readership of the publication, all these things are considered while selecting this media, that is print media. Second advertising media is outdoor advertising. Outdoor advertising includes billboards, hoardings, trade shows, and events. It makes the use of several tools and techniques to attract the customers outdoor. That is, whenever we are going out of our house, we see these various boards, hoardings, or trade shows, exhibition, events where we see the various products and services are advertised. The customer, whenever he is out, he always finds various boards which shows the product image or other details of the product. So in this way, whenever we go outside, we see these various advertising medias which highlights the different products and services. The third type of advertising media is broadcast media. Broadcast media popularly includes television, radio, and internet. It is very popular advertising medium that include several branches. As I said, it includes majorly television, radio, and internet. Television advertisement have been very popular ever since they were introduced. The cost of television advertising often depends on the duration of the advertisement, the time of broadcast, sometimes the show on which it will be broadcast, and of course, the popularity of the television channel itself. Same applies to the radio advertising, where the messages are given in the voice form. And as you know, internet also offers various way of advertising your product through social media networks or through the popular websites. Next is convert advertising, that is advertising done in movies. It is a unique way of advertising in which a product or a particular brand is incorporated in some entertainment and media channel like movies, television shows, or even in sports. There is no commercial advertising as such in the entertainment, but the brand or the product is shown in the particular scene where we can clearly see the character is using that particular product. So in this way, they try to advertise. Number next is surrogate advertising, that is advertising indirectly. Surrogate advertising is prominently seen in cases where advertising a particular product is banned by law. So, products such as cigarettes or alcohol, which are injurious to health and are prohibited by law, they cannot be advertised. So, here what they do is instead of promoting the banned product, they try to promote the brand name. So, that is surrogate advertising. Then next is public service advertising, that is advertising for various social causes. Public service advertising is a technique that makes use of advertising as an effective communication medium to convey socially relevant messages about important matters and social causes like AIDS, energy conservation, political integrity, deforestation, illiteracy, poverty, and so on. And last one is celebrity advertising. Under celebrity advertising, we see the products or the particular brand is advertised using celebrities who sign up for that brand, and under that they campaign advertisement, and that advertisement is shown to the consumer in various medias. So here you can clearly understand the various medias of advertising and their categories. Next, we will see factors affecting selection of media. As we saw in the earlier slide, there are various medias available, but which media is right for our product, that has to be decided by considering all these factors. So, number one is the characteristics of the product. The characteristic or nature determines the choice of advertising media. For example, the advertiser can either select cinema or he can also select color periodical, that is advertisement in newspaper and magazine. Second is most important, funds available for advertising. As you know, every advertising media has different cost, and that cost will decide how you are going to choose the particular medium. Therefore, everyone cannot afford television advertising or celebrity advertising. So here you may choose various modes through which you can advertise the product. So the important factor you have to consider is how much amount you are willing to spend for that particular media. Then next is number three, nature of the market. So here we are talking about different segments. The most important thing is that what we have to consider for promoting the product, what is the kind of market, what is the size of the market, what is the population in the market, whether the consumer demands more of consumer products or luxury products. All these things have to be considered. Fourth one is advertising objectives. The advertising objective, as I said, also determine the type of media to be selected. The press is preferred to project corporate image, while radio and television is relevant for product advertising. Number five is the type of distribution strategy. The advertising media should be compatible with the distribution strategy adopted by the company. This implies what will be the medium for distribution of product in the market, whether it will be done by the help of middlemen or through the chain of suppliers. Number six is the type of selling message. So here, for example, if time is the essence of communication, items like soaps, toothpaste, hair oil, etc. are some of the examples of product which mainly consider television newspaper as the medium of conveying the message. So here you can understand the first six factor that has to be considered while selecting the media. Next, number seven is competitive advertising. A company should also take into account the cost of advertising of the product, its nature and position in the market. Because for a true businessman, investing in a product mainly depends on success and demand of the product in the market, especially through selecting a proper advertising medium. Number 8, the cost of using any of the media. To run any advertising campaign, be it online or offline, we have to consider the cost for using that medium, whether it is expensive or whether it is cheap. Accordingly, we select the media. Number 9 is type and nature of product for services meant for advertising. Here, the nature of product or service should not be overlooked. If the product is something that is not available, then we have to consider the right advertising media. Just imagine the kind of advertising run by the big companies like Coca-Cola. This has put them in forefront of the soft drink and beverages business close to 200 years now. So they focus more on advertising to make the product more popular. Then next is the extent of the circulation of the media. This is the most important factor. If a company is running an advertisement in the local newspaper that covers only the little happenings in its tight little neighborhood, and if the product it is promoting is something that requires more circulation, then you have to choose another medium because this will not be suitable. Then next is the target market who the advertisement should speak. Here we have to consider our targeted customer for whom we are advertising the product, and accordingly we should choose the media. For example, if we are targeting the youth population, young population, then we know that young population is more active on the social medias. So here we can use various social medias to advertise our product. And then last is number of people the advertisement is hoped to reach. So this is again one of the important factor to be considered if you want to make sure that advertisement reaches large number of people, then accordingly you will choose the medium through which you can achieve that. So for example, radio, television, newspaper, these are such medias which are reaching large number of population. So using this media, accordingly you can reach the targeted audience. Therefore, we can say that there are several factors that influence the selection of media. So, while deciding any type of media, the company should consider or take into account all these factors, and then only a particular media is chosen. Thank you.